Hey everyone, today we're going to be talking about chapter 291 of Blue Lock, and trust me, this one is packed with major developments. We're seeing a lot of character growth, tons of flashbacks, and some key revelations about how Isagi's influence is really shaping the team. From Kaiser's evolving relationship with his past, to Yukimi and Hiyori's personal breakthroughs, this chapter has it all. Plus we might just be inching closer to the end of the PXG vs BM game. So let's get into it and break down everything that went down in this chapter. We see everyone's reaction to Kaiser blocking Rin. The viewers are hyped up, the ball is flying towards the middle of the field, and Kaiser and Rin fall to the ground in the first page. Isagi acknowledges the fact that in that moment he completely lost to Rin. The way he read the situation made him lose. Kaiser and Rin immediately get up and start running for the ball, and Isagi still wonders if there is some way to steal the ball next time, and he says that he didn't know Kaiser could do this. While Kaiser is running, we see a flashback of his life, when he was a child, when he discovered his love for football, and the time he got arrested and kicked his father in the face. He also says that with Isagi, his past that he hated surprisingly gains meaning of acceptance, and that is the first time he is feeling this way. This means that he enjoys playing football with Isagi at the moment, but what will happen after the NEL? Is he ever going to feel the same way after this game? Those words coming from Kaiser were very interesting. Instead of Kaiser trying to find a way to heal the trauma of his past forever on his own, he chooses to think that by playing with Isagi, that will heal him instead, which is a recipe for disaster after they stop playing in the same team. In the next page, the one who gets the loose ball is Yukimiya. He compares what just happened with Kaiser to what happened with him when he evolved, and says that new aspects keep showing up in Kaiser's play. When playing with Isagi, your current self just won't do. You need to rebuild yourself from zero and evolve, or you will be left behind. You need to find your ego again. While saying that, we see Yukimiya's flashback, with him being told that he won't be able to continue playing football because of his size, and the other is when he scored the final goal of the Manshine game. He also says that every person standing on the same field as Isagi has an advantage if they can rebuild themselves, and it's the end for those who can't rebuild themselves. Yukimiya goes through Tokimitsu and is being pressed by both Zantetsu and Nanase. We see Yukimiya passing the ball to Hiyori. Another flashback is shown, and this one is of Hiyori playing video games before he started playing football, with Hiyori saying that they are egoists that died once, but instead of staying dead, they were brought back to life by Isagi. The lesson that Hiyori learned when he was reborn was that Isagi doesn't want the gratitude of the people that he has helped rebuild their egos. If a person has faith in himself, renews himself, and gets his life back, that would be enough. Hiyori is here because that's what Isagi taught him, and he says that Isagi is the center of this team, but nobody is fighting for his sake. Nobody wants to pass the ball to Isagi just for the sole purpose of him scoring a goal. Yukimiya doesn't want to disappear, he wants to continue playing football, and Hiyori wants to deliver the craziest passes that he can create. Basically everyone that has been held by Isagi feels like they're the protagonist of the story. Exposing their egos, that is the magic of Isagi and the source of his team's strength. While all that was happening with everyone reminiscing about how they were helped by Isagi, he was trying to find an explanation of how Kaiser blocked Rin, and he might have reached an answer. Isagi can't read the awakenings of the geniuses, but at the moment when Kaiser blocked Rin, he knew how he did it. Back then Kaiser used his body composition and his rage to the fullest against Rin, and adapted faster than anyone. So the most important thing for talented learners is the awareness of being faster than anyone. The talented learners don't have the stunning abilities of the geniuses, but they can understand what's needed for the world with their brains. So they are able to adapt faster than geniuses, and that's how they can stop them. That way they can see awakenings and mistakes occurring on the field. And if designed faster than anyone else, this one attack will become the originality that pierces the world. We now know how a talented learner can beat a genius. The first way is to use their brains and to come with a calculated response, and the second way to defeat a genius is to be able to adapt to the situation faster than them. After this, we see that Hiyori is ready to give the super sadistic pass to either Isagi or Kaiser. It doesn't matter which one of them, he will just give the best pass he can dream of. Just when he was about to kick the ball, Karasu comes in to interfere, sparking an old rivalry between them both. We see another flashback of Hiyori looking at Karasu when they were playing for the same team. Back at the present, Karasu tells Hiyori that to think he could fight him in a place like this, it makes him excited. If Hiyori doesn't beat him, the neo-egoist will not be born, and both of them clash. In the end page, we can see Kaiser and Isagi sprinting to the enemy's field, with Ness being left in the back, bottling up his emotions. And that's how the chapter ends. The next chapter is titled Bad Luck. It was a great chapter building up the final attack. We can also see everyone appreciate Isagi's magic to bring out their egos and thank him too. A lot of flashbacks were shown too. We saw Kaiser's flashback, Yukimiya's flashback, and Hiyori's flashback. This gives me the feeling that either the next chapter or the one after would be the end of the PXG and BM game. Lots of people want this game to end, and I can agree with them that it is kinda dragged out. But if you get a good final goal, it will be worth it. Now the next chapter bad luck could mean that either PXG wins or something doesn't go along the plan of Kaiser and Isagi. Maybe somehow Ness is going to evolve and score the final goal himself. We also saw a new way of thinking by Isagi when he tries to figure out how Kaiser blocked her in. He came up with the answer that talented learners can be geniuses by adapting faster to the situation at that moment. Also seeing Yukimiya pass the ball instead of just going ahead to try to dribble past the PXG members was surprising. It makes me wonder if he knew that he couldn't get through them, so the best play at that moment would be to pass the ball. If he loses the ball back there, it could mean that it will be over for him. He will disappear and he won't be able to continue playing football. We can also talk about Kaiser coming to terms with his past little by little and that he starts to enjoy playing football with Isagi. But that brings up an important question. What happens after the final game? When the Under 20 World Cup starts, Isagi will play for Japan and Kaiser is going to play for Germany. Is he going to be able to enjoy playing football without Isagi? Also, I wonder if the only way for Isagi to surpass Rin is going to be Isagi scoring the final goal. If he doesn't score it but gives the winning assist, will his value jump higher than Rin? So this will be the end of this video. Tell me your thoughts on the chapter and tell me in your opinion who is going to score the final goal. Thanks for watching, see ya.